Good morning, Franz. How you doing? Oh, gotta change the music tab. There we go. Hi. Good morning. How's everybody today? My ears itchy. Ah. Forgot to open my blinds. Let some natural light in here. Robin is streaking. Plus 450 star shows to you. 100 stream streak insanity reached. Absolutely. Thank you so much for spending your time with us each and every single day. You know I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I was saying to Neff last night that I appreciate him and all the Franz who always come to stream. I'm about to sneeze. Hi. Well, that one just came out of nowhere. I warned you. Don't you hate it when you sneeze and like you lose hearing in one ear? I don't know if anybody else gets that, but I do. Ooh, that was a powerful one. This music seems a little bit loud. I'll turn down my own volume. That way I won't have to adjust it using YouTube. There we go. We're doing an original piece today. Because I took this photo. This is my photo. This is the water lily in the pond in the backyard. The stem looks kind of weird, but it's a real photo. There's also this one. But we're going to do this one. I like the flower position in this one much better than in this one, but I was more zoomed in on this one, so there isn't as much there isn't as much of the framing around it with the leaves. So we're doing an original piece today for my mom. And now we have the fun part of trying to figure out the color of the water, which is surprisingly about what I had selected. Okay. So you can see me in the color wheel down here. I don't know how much of the color wheel you can hardly see anything. Let me bring out more of the color wheel. So, if you see I run around here and I just select different shades, it flops between red and green, but we're almost pure black. Almost. It's very, very close to pure black. I love how some of the lily pads have red in them. We're just gonna fill the whole thing in. Hey, Nine, good morning. Hey, you got first today. Hooray! You're first. How are you on this fine day? We've got another 46 degrees Celsius again. Another forecast of doom. Just finished eating, about to do some work. Very nice. Food is good. I ate too much yesterday. I'm not going to eat anything today. We're just doing our color blocking to start. This is a photo of the water lily in my parents' pond. We have a little hand-dug pond in the backyard that my brother and I dug together. He dug most of it. There's a couple of different species of water lily, because Mum really loves water lilies. Ross! Wait for the...
Ross Riders has been here 15 months.
Ross, thank you so much for the sub! All on your own, too. Necromancer didn't catch you this time. And 175 stream streak all in once. Oh my god. The level up is insane. Ross, thank you so much for the subscription. You know it means a lot to me, and I know it's a lot coming from you. I really appreciate it that you choose to spend your very limited amount of money on me. It means a lot to me, man. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing your time with us here each and every single day. You know I appreciate it. There aren't enough words of appreciation for me to actually show how much I appreciate. It feels hollow every time I say it, because it's just, there's just not enough words. And I'm doing pretty well. How about you? I hope you're doing well today, and if you're not, I hope you start having a better day. 9 has just finished eating and is about to do some work. Well, that's how 9 is doing. And they got their first. And 9 is on a 3-stream streak. Congratulations. I'm glad you found a place that you really seem to enjoy, because you've been here 3 days in a row. Thank you for sharing your time with us. each and every single day. Time is a limited resource. Some of us have more of it than others, but in the end, it's always limited. And you choose to share it here with us, and I appreciate that. Ooh, knitting. Grandma taught me to knit once, and it didn't stick, but I have done knitting before. One thing I haven't done is crochet. Never done that. Grandma used to do a lot of crochet. I have been struck by. You've been struck by. Truck. How you doing, Death? You having a good morning? Getting another regular frond. Let's take a sip of the coffee. I'm having another scorcher today here in Canada. The National Canada Day celebrations got cancelled due to extreme weather. Some parts of Ottawa got 99 millimeters of rain. That's 10 centimeters of rain in like an hour. It's kind of insane. I know these aren't quite the right colors. We'll make adjustments. This whole one is just wrong. It's wrong. They're the wrong trousers, Gromit. This is a water lily from my parents' pond. Just so that everybody's on the same page here. So we're doing a fully original piece today. This is even a photo that I took. I'm rather proud of it. But my mom really, really likes water lilies, and I haven't been able to do a painting for her. I thought, what a great opportunity to do a painting for Mom. Water lilies are probably her favorite thing in the world. Next to my dad. I think he still comes in first place over water lilies. So we're just gonna try and do our best here. She has at least 2 species in the pond. There's this yellow one, which came up first, and then there's some pink ones, I believe. The flower's gonna be fun. Alright, let's switch to our usual brush. Let's get in here and start doing some blending. I haven't forgotten about the other one that we were doing. I did a little bit of work on it last night, but not too much. I'm tempted to switch this flower with this one. Very tempted. Oops. What the heck? BRB? Okay. Let's, start bringing in the highlights, too. They're very thick, waxy leaves, aren't they? It's kind of fascinating how they sort of get red towards the edge, some of them. I think these ones, these leaves that are different in the bottom corner and a little bit in the top up here are the pink ones. The pink lilies. We also have goldfish in the pond too. I'm sad I didn't get one of those in there. We usually just get a couple of feeder goldfish and stick them in the pond, usually about 20 of them. And by midsummer, half of them have died because they're just not expected to live very long. Because they're meant to be fed to other creatures. Painting those little extra blobs of water on them is going to be kind of fun. Cora! Thank you for the hydrate. Me head been smashed. Becky wanna smile. Take a zoom out. I knew it. This one's too big. And Cora's on a 90 stream streak. So many stream streaks today. Oh my god, was that 3 now? 4? 4. 4 stream streaks today. That's a lot of stream streaks. Thank you for sharing your time with us each and every single day. Cora, you know how much I appreciate it. I always feel, again, like every time I say that, it's almost hollow, but how else are you going to say that you appreciate something than other than straight up saying it? The world is confusing. Look at that. It just got some, like, blobs in here, and it already looks like lily pads. I love it. And Aline! 5 stream streaks! 105 streams! Aline, thank you so much for sharing your time with us each and every single day. From Aline and Seraphina, that's as good as a double streak for me. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Ah! I'm painting a water lily today. This is a picture that I took, so it's 100% mine. I don't have to worry about copyright or anything. And I'm painting this for my mom. Because she doesn't have a single piece of my own artwork. I'm gonna see if I can get this printed, so I'll get my dad to take me out to, like, the local print shop or something. Maybe if my driving gets good enough, maybe I'll be able to get my brother to take me out to the local print shop, and I'll drive there myself even. And that'll be an extra special gift from Mom. I took this photo yesterday, just before we left for the Streets Canada Day celebration. Our national fireworks actually got cancelled last night because of extreme weather. There's flooding in the city, and this year was supposed to be the last year that the Canadian Snowbirds, which is our, like, acrobat aerial show, was going to do a Canada Day show, and it got canceled too. Overall, it was a bad day yesterday. The planes are too old, so they're being grounded this year, permanently. And here comes Neff. Neff has booped my snoot. It is the boop snoot, like the droop snoot, but it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. Sorry to hear things went sideways. Hey, that's alright. Most of the rest of the country had a good time. But Ottawa had kind of a shitty time. It was not only hot as balls, like Satan's ass crack hot, but we also had flooding, and Neff had hail and a power outage. And a lot of people got wet yesterday. And not in the way that one hopes to get wet. Matt, thank you for the meta reminder. Everybody's for rocket time. If you haven't taken your pills, and you're supposed to take your pills, or you forgot to take your pills, you should probably take them now. And the happy maracas go down with the hydrate and stretch. Thunder, lightning, hail, power out for a couple hours. Yeah, that's the like when you messaged me, if it was a couple of hours the power was out, that was probably the same front that hit us when we left the party to go in. I saw this ominous black cloud headed straight for the party, and I was like, no thanks. So I went and got my dad, and we managed to get my mom and her wheelchair and everything up just before everything slammed into us. And my brother ran back down the street to go help up with packing up and cleanup. And he didn't make it back in time. He got drenched. So we had a soggy cheese come home. So he got a free shower, and then he took another shower. I don't want to take sinus meds. It dries me out. Oh no. Oh, it's the Denson Dinos. Denson Dinos. I missed that. I wasn't looking. That's what I get. Getting the waxy quality of these leaves is going to be very hard. Always wanted to do a painting for my mom. And now I'm finally at a place where I'm confident enough I can actually paint something she'd really like. I mean, she would like anything I made for her, but you know, you'll know how it be. You always want to do your best. That's not what I wanted. My eyeballs just got flashed by a car. Gambling! Bleed. I've gone into, like, focus mode again. Sorry, guys. I know I'm supposed to be the streamer entertaining you. I haven't forgotten. Focus mode is good. We are about, you know, chilling and getting work done around here. You can definitely tell the two different species apart by their leaves. I love it how it's both red and green on these leaves. It makes it such a challenge. Because if you blend them too much, they just turn kind of gray. I like when I hit the point, it makes the art spirit. It means the art spirits have possessed me? Yes. I am terrified of attempting this flower. Because it's so complex. But I know I've painted more complex things before, like clouds! Just gotta be patient. Sorry, that was an email that came in. I don't know if it made all the bling blongs for you or not. I do have desktop audio turned off, so you probably didn't see that. Here's the thinnest little highlight. On this ridge here. Not used to working with so much saturation either. I love that every time I do a new painting, I learn something new about light and color. figure it out eventually. So what's everybody working on? I know Nine said they were doing some game dev before they got into crochet, or knitting rather. They are distinctly different crafts. Puma stalling. If I had to go out in these heat waves, I would be stalling too. Back. Still not an ideal mood. Taking meds, trying not to crash out. I mean, the only one you're hurting by crashing out is you. So, I'd rather you didn't. I would say, if you're having trouble with people always expecting you to meet expectations, I'd say fail. Fail a lot. Just fail. Fail to meet their expectations. And then they won't rely on you as much. But just keep failing, Ross. If Fuckface can fail as much as he does and get away with it, I think you have a right to just fail a little bit here and there. You got this, Ming. Motivational hang in there cat poster. TM. He's your brother, Ross. Yeah. You can't choose your blood, but you can choose your bonds. That's just how it be. You choose for him to not be your brother. No brother of mine would steal from me. It's not what brothers do. Looking at like the little thumbnail in the corner. Oh god. It's looking pretty close. Especially when I can get away from family on disown his ass, I'll also make efforts to make sure he has no idea where I live and also file a restraining order. Yeah. I understand that. What I really hate is that people expect you to just forgive him for the things that he's done. Oh, the rest of the fabric from my costume arrived yesterday. Oh man, that one in the top corner just turned out so good. I'm gonna put my window back to its regular size. Let me out. That doesn't feel right. In comparison. Hira, hi! Forgiveness is about you, so you can let go of the anger. That's not how that really actually works. That's just how people say that it works, to try and make you feel less angry about the world and the injustice. Hi, Hira. How you doing? Let's stretch. This is a photo that I took yesterday of the water lily in the pond in the backyard. My brother and I dug this pond like 20 years ago. And Mom has her favorite water lilies in it. And so I took a photo yesterday. And I'm painting it for her, because she doesn't have any of my paintings. I have hundreds of her paintings, but she doesn't have any of mine. So, I'm gonna try and finish this and see if I can get it printed. I'll probably have to redo it at a larger size. I failed to, I mean, oh, it's at 72 DPI. Let's change it to 300. Print quality, there we go. The thing about Clip Studio is I love their scaling. So water lilies are my mom's favorite flower. Enough sleep for once. Oh, thank you. I get better with each one, and that makes me happy. How do you know it was on purpose, Fantasy? They could just not have been paying attention. Never attribute to maliciousness what you can attribute to stupidity. But every time I paint something, I get a little bit better, and that makes me really happy. Because it means I can deliver better products to my clients. And my clients mostly being necromancer. But hey, you never know. Maybe one day the right famous person will come along and ask for one of my paintings, and then I'll get more regular clients. And then I'll have paintings that I'm obligated to finish. Other than all these practice pieces, which don't actually have to be done. But since this one's for Mum, I do have to finish it. I still have to finish Necromancer's Pepperoni, but I'm a little bit stumped again. Aki asked me to do something for him too, and because I was out on my ADHD meds, I completely forgot. And I just remembered today, and it's now past June, and I'm like, oh fuck. So maybe I'll just draw him like a quick version of what he was gonna commission me for. He never told me his budget, so I didn't know really what to offer him. I asked him a few times, but he didn't say anything. So. Both saw the puddle and could have driven around it, but chose to drive right through it, soaking me. Maybe they just didn't know that it was that deep. I don't think they did it on purpose, Fantasy. Most people wouldn't do that. I don't think there are that many evil people in the world that people would soak someone on purpose. They probably just didn't realize the puddle was deep enough to splash like that and didn't think that it would splash. That is the more likely case. I would perhaps offer them a little bit of grace and not be so angry about it. It's just water. Just water. I know you're very sweet in all, Fantasy, but you're not made out of sugar. You won't melt. Yeah, you may be a bit uncomfortable for a bit, but I think you'll be fine in the end, right? The day that Atlas passed away, I still had to go out to Michael's and get some stuff for my costume for Conquest, and we had just come back from the vet, and I had to leave again immediately, and it started pouring after I got out there, so I stopped off at Walmart to buy an umbrella. The umbrella leaks. By the time I get to Michael's, I'm soaked. I don't exactly find what I'm looking for. I find something else to work in the meantime. And as I'm coming back from the Michael's, I'm walking along the street, and the city bus drives full speed through a puddle that's like a foot deep. And I got tsunami'd, and I still had 90% of my trip home to go. And of course, you know, I'm taking public transit, so it takes forever. By the time I get home, I am soaked to the bone. My cat has just died. I failed to save him with CPR that morning. It was a hell of a day. And I still had to spend the next 2 weeks crafting. And then while I was gone at Conquest, Rumi's grandmother passed away. And that really sucked. It was my first conquest too. The cat was not my cat, but it was Rumi's cat, so yeah. It was kind of a shitty summer. Disown his ass. Indeed, I'll do that. Cookie, another watch streak today. 7 stream streak. That is streak number 6, I think, today. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us each and every single day. You know I appreciate it. Time is a limited resource that we all have. The people who've been here since the start are getting the spiel like 7 times today. And as I was saying earlier, it always feels so hollow when I say that, because, like, how else do you say you appreciate someone other than to just say it? And I don't know how to express my gratitude, because time is a limited resource. Got another email. Oh my god. I emailed Bergschneider about the import fees because I wasn't expecting them, and while it was like $22, it's basically more than what I paid for the thing, and because they shipped it from Germany, I got slammed with an import fee. So it went into Memphis, and then it went into Canada after going from Germany, and so I got slammed with fees. And so their accounting department just paid the fee, because I was like, I scrimp and save for Conquest, and by the time I managed to pay for my flights, the flights were like double the price than I was expecting, but I had already had my ticket and stuff, so I was just like, I can't afford this $22 fee, because I'm still behind on my bills, and so they just paid it for me. And so FedEx just sent the email that they're out for delivery, because I missed their attempted delivery yesterday because of the block party, the neighborhood barbecue. Like, we saw the FedEx truck go by and we're like, give this man a hot dog. One year, apparently, they did give the FedEx guy a hot dog, 'cause he's working on Canada Day, you know? And it's like, I didn't expect a delivery on a national holiday, but I got my fabric yesterday, and I was supposed to get my Bergschneider thing, and why is there so much kindness in the world? I'll have to write them a thank you note or something. I mean, I'll thank them via email, but I'll try to find bail at Conquest and extend my thank you to them. So I guess that's another thing I have to make. If we go back to one of my older versions of Nameless's design, I had this version that uses one of the dresses from Bergschneider, because I was expecting there to be another level up LARP, and Skilltree never ran it, and I had to use my my gift code to pay for the early arrival ticket for Tuesday, but there wasn't enough, there was too much money in. If you don't use the entire gift code, the rest of it just sort of gets lost to the ether. So I bought the dress that I was going to use and modify for Level Up LARP, and then I got slammed with the import fees, probably because of America. And and so they just pay the import fee for me. So I'm gonna have to make something beautiful with this dress and do my own personal level up LARP. I don't need Skill Trees contest. I already know. I've won it twice. I may not have gotten grand prize twice, but I've won it twice. I've made first place in 2 categories. I don't need to do it again. Plus, they might have a bias against me. So I'm just gonna make something pretty. And if I manage to get it done before Conquest, maybe I'll bring that and use that as wear for one day. It's a long sleeve dress, so I'm probably gonna have to take the sleeves off, and I'm just turning the dress into like a tabard kind of thing. It'll be another layer. Anyways, I'm having a blessed day. I may not believe in God, but I believe in the hearts of good people. Neff showed me a channel called Steven Shapiro last night, and he's a YouTuber that goes around helping other people by, like, he buys their product, and then sometimes he pays them like 10 times what they ask for, and other times he pays them 1,000 times what they ask for. And there's so many people just undercharging for such wonderful products. And like, he helps struggling restaurants, so he'll go in and he'll try the food of a place that has like 0 people, and the food will be like fucking amazing. So he'll like toss out like an Instagram post or a Facebook post or something inviting everybody to come to this place. And he'll come back and he's like, yeah, I just brought my family with me, and like 50 or 60 people will walk into this tiny restaurant, and he just pays the whole tab for all of these people. He buys them like $1,000 worth of food. And I spent like half the night just sobbing. The good kind of sobbing, because it just makes me so happy to see people helping other people. I think that's why I wanted to be a police officer, because I just wanted to help people. But I never made it, and I've always felt kind of guilty for not spending my life helping people. I just want to make the world a better place. Like, everything's so dark right now, everywhere. And to just see, like, Berg Schneider's like, yeah, we just paid the fee for you. Like, their company is so nice, and while they may own Conquest and people have some problems with the changes that they made after they took ownership, like, they kept it alive. Most major LARPs just end up dying because they can't afford to run. You don't make money running a LARP, you lose money, in fact. It's like anime conventions. They're labors of love. And the ones that are businesses usually end up, like, their whole basis for the business is the LARP. Those end up failing every single time. You have to have a different business, which is why Berg Schneider works out so well, because their business is selling gear. And not running Conquest. And so they just paid the import fee. Like, it's $22 for a company that probably makes millions of dollars. But I told them that I was struggling, and that I struggle really hard to save for Conquest each year, because, you know, I'm an artist. And yeah, it means a lot to me. So, big thanks to Berg Schneider. In some unofficial capacity, they are the sponsor of today's stream, I guess. Other than Necromancer, who's, you know, pretty much the sponsor of everything here anyways. But they're getting a little special shout out today for that. I really appreciate it. I don't know how to thank them otherwise. If it weren't for them offering to do the Level Up LARP contest with Skilltree, I probably wouldn't be here now either. And Arias I wouldn't have met Arias, and then she wouldn't have commissioned me for her costume, and then I wouldn't have decided to start streaming, very likely, because I still would have been like, oh, I'm not good enough. I have a problem with self-confidence. So, just, if I can make it, so can you. Because I'm like the lamest human on the planet. Like, afraid of everything. Afraid of everything and don't have any self-confidence. So if I can do it, so can you. The bar's not high here, people. That's why I believe in Ross. I know you can do better. Puma's gonna scuttle off and get ready for work. Penny's going nicely. Good luck with the rest. Thank you, Puma. You have a fantastic day and safe driving and safe working. I hope everything goes well today. The things you do on your job can theoretically be dangerous, so take care. Be aware of your surroundings always. You're a very dear friend to me, so I don't want you to. I'm emotional today, okay? Feelings and shit. Stop it. I'm gonna paint now. I'll try not to catch a fridge on fire. I don't give a shit about the fridge, Puma. Don't catch yourself on fire. My brother did that once. He burned his arm with a blowtorch. Fire went all the way up his arm. It was all bandaged up for Kavach's wedding. He was best man. He said, don't burn yourself. The fridge doesn't matter. Fridge can be replaced. Brazing safety is used. Okay, good. Just always be aware, okay? Don't be distracted. Don't braise distractedly. You wouldn't drink and braise. You wouldn't download a car. Oh, wait, what? I am so putting off this flower. I am procrastinating hard. I feel zero sympathy for major corporations. I would download a car if I could afford to print it cheaper. Hell fucking yeah! No, I was making fun of the, you wouldn't steal a car, so why are you downloading music, PSAs? But you're stealing from the music industry. No, I'm stealing from multi-billion-dollar corporations. They'll give money directly to the artist. Okay, thanks. This is why I like how the internet has democratized so many industries now. It's like you can be a Grammy-winning artist and have never been to a record label in your fucking life, and I love it. We're getting into the greens that aren't green, the greens that are yellow today. I like these smaller lily pads, they're easier to paint. This one's the wrong shape. These greens are very green. Wow. This has to go here. Oops. Wait. The water's so clear that you can't even really see it on this leaf. You just see the reflections of the sunlight in the puddle. That's too much. Those little highlights make all the difference. Now, I know this water isn't pure black. Let's see what kind of colors we've got in here. Alright. Be surprised to know that there's actually quite a bit of brown in here. You can see the weird water tension around here between the lotus, the lily petals and the water. Definitely have the wrong color. It's not like I can't fix it if I fuck it up, but for some reason it's still very stressful. Because you just kind of want to get it right the first time, you know? But at the same time, that's also impossible. give a little flip. Refresh our brain's viewpoint. Definitely don't have the colors right. You need to get it right the first time. It just needs to be right at the end. How's everybody doing? Making sure you're getting enough water in these heat times? Everybody should take their own hydrate. I'm the streamer. I get plenty of hydrates. Make sure you take care of yourselves too. Thank you. My dad saw the lily. I will take that as high praise. Papa doesn't give out accolades often. I just love how this can go from blobs to... It's a water lily. Start adding some other hues in here. So I've been using the same hue the whole time. Very slowly. flower is definitely going to be the hardest part. That's why I was putting it off. Wow, I was almost spot on with this color. Goodness. That's shocking. Looks like I am getting a little bit better at recognizing the colors. You'd be surprised how green it is over here. It's like this shade of green, but gray. Right here on this petal. Maybe going overboard a little bit.
The bag of milk. that was in
Sorry?
the fridge. The bag of milk that was in the fridge is sour.
Oh,
Not sweet.
well, that's fine. Thank you. Oh! Tea's too hot. It'll burn my mouth. Hi, Fantasy. Thanks for sticking around. You know, I appreciate it. Thanks for saying something. Twitch doesn't usually recognize people if they stop talking after a while. Some of my viewer numbers have been down because they started doing that stupid thing again where they're like, oh, if somebody doesn't chat for a while, they must be a bot. Or they're not actually watching the stream. And all it does is hurt the little guys who aren't botting and have just dedicated viewers who sit and vibe or are at work. I mean, it probably didn't help that I'm basically silent as well. Hey, it's break time. When I get to that point where I'm like falling asleep while painting, it's when it's time to step back and take a look. Well, that flower isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, the lily pads, of course, still need tons of work. But for 2 hours, it's not bad. I think I'm getting faster. I hope you guys are vibing. I can already feel it getting hot in here. We have the AC on, but oof. Stand up for a little while. There we go. It's time to stand and wiggle. I hate how good this AI music is. I hate it. But it's copyright free, technically. Not that you get it on the VOD. Because I have it set to not, not output. It's not an exact one-to-one, but I think it's turning out pretty well. Hmm. The Mercenaries had an update. But it's all in German. They didn't make an English version. So I can't read it. Ah. Apparently, our captain of the guard needs people to volunteer to guard the gate. And you get to kindly ask people questions about who they are and where they're coming from and prevent them from entering. And a Mike Nameless would absolutely fail at this. He'd probably run away scared. Or he'd just curse them. If they try to enter, without permission, he'd just slap a curse on them. Just BAM! I need to make some sticky curses, or like curses on little clothespins, like mini clothespins. Oh god, that would be so fun. Just run around, curse people. It's like, I just need to burn off all of this energy or it might blow up the continent. Here's a tiny curse. You are inconvenienced for the next half hour. I got my fabric in. I know I said that at the beginning of stream, but I got my fabric in. And, it's not exactly the color I thought it was. It's very close. It's very blue. So I might have to take some of my, my other dye and dye the whole batch of fabric. Or, you know, cut up my whole project and then dye that instead. I just need it to be a tad more green than it is, but like on the website, it looks like a blue-green. But in person, it's just straight up blue. And I have a true color monitor, so the company can't say, oh, well, it looks different on your monitor than it does in person. Because I'm very certain that the colors on my monitor are true to what you would see. Which means they modified the photo. A little bit annoying that I have to dye the project, but let's just say I'm glad that this fabric is not against my skin, because it would be uncomfortable. It's a little bit scratchier and a little bit rougher than I thought. And it's also a lot thinner than I thought. It's more like a gauze than it is a linen. But I think it's surprisingly more close to the blue that I actually have on my costume. A little bit darker. And of course, because the fabric's lighter, it won't sit the way that I want it to. But it is a different texture than the linen, which is fantastic. But I was hoping it would be a slightly heavier fabric than it is. But I can always find a better fabric for next year. I'm going to use it as a lining for the sleeves, if I have enough, to get that blue effect inside the sleeves. I would have to double it up for the boots, so interfacing. And for the capelet poncho thing, if I have enough fabric, I would like to line the inside of the poncho, which is just going to be made out of the blankets that I got from the first conquest that I went to, the 10 hotel blankets. Because that's what I've got. I can't afford wool this year. Absolutely not. Mostly because of the flight prices. I can't even afford to stay in the hotel twice. I probably can't afford to stay in the hotel once, but I'm gonna have to anyways, because I had counted on staying in the hotel when I booked my tickets. So I've got to go from, instead of, I gotta stay in the hotel at the end, because I don't want to get on the plane smelling like Conquest. And plus, I can only get morning flights out of Germany back to North America. And if I take one closer to noon, I get home really, really late in the day, like midnight. And that's not good either. Because somebody has to come pick me up from the airport here. But so far, it looks like I'll be able to make my costume. I don't think I'm going to try dyeing the fabric this year. It doesn't look like it did on the website. I'll say that much. Let's go grab the picture of it. It's a slightly more blue-green than it is in person. Just slightly. That's good enough. Anyways. I have to go driving today, and I'm not sure that I want to in this temperature. $29 feels like $39, and there's no AC in my brother's car because it's dead. I'm not sure we should go out today. We have another 46-degree day here. And our temperatures, our base temperatures are in the high 20s and low 30s for 2 weeks. All the way up until my birthday, we have a forecast of over 25 degrees. But it looks like the heat might break a bit on Friday. And then it goes back up on Wednesday. We have a heat warning. It's amazing. It's hot as balls. It's like Satan's armpit up here. And my brother and I still have to go grocery shopping today. I might skip out on the groceries and just work on my costume. You know what? Doodlebug is streaming, and I'm getting too hot to function. So, we're going to Doodlebug, guys. We're out sailing to other waters today. Thank you for coming, everybody. Puma, I hope you have had a good day at work. Everybody, congratulations on your stream streaks. Neff, thanks for the med reminder as usual. Hira, thank you for staying and chatting today. I always appreciate it. Nine, thank you so much for coming back again, and congratulations on your first stream streak. We'll be back again tomorrow for a Friday stream, and then we'll be off for the weekend. May you all wash ashore on distant lands to find new adventures. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye.